stopped at the 23. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
To the air, it's Jordan. Zings it complete to the right. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Just need a few inches on third down to move the sticks on this opening drive. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Golden. It's loose. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. He's in open space downfield. Oh, he was hoping for the pick six. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Aggies.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Going up top on first down. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
He's going to pass. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. The short hands, it's Jordan. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Gators are in the red zone. On second down, wants to throw. He's got it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy out. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last.
Looking deep down the right side. Makes the catch down the right side. At the 20. Touchdown, Utah State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Might be looking to run. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. It's complete. A huge pickup. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Utah State 14, Florida.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Got enough space. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Gets rid of it. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Firing to the right, complete. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the catch past the sticks. Puts him in the spinner, still running. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Looking for space. It's McCray.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get here. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's open on the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a 1st down. Utah State up-tempo. From the gun to give, looking for room.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Unleashes to the end zone. He caught it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. They're going to run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They got stuffed on 2nd down, and still they need 1 yard here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Wide open downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the right. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
This time on target. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points up. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fair catch called for and made. Clock reads 11 seconds here in the first half. We'll see if they're content to regroup at halftime. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He fires one deep over the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He fires one deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Utah State 21, Florida 14.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He's going to pass on second down. He's going to let it go. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down. They can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's Cameron. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
You've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you've got to find him in the passing game.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Quarterback extends the play. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the
quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Utah State up-tempo. He's looking for a man on second down. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's McCray. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. A defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Getting some heat. And the pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard with all eyes.
And he's running in the open. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Fires one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 35.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Looking for room. It's McCray. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State. They move on top here in the fourth. Setting up for the PAT, and when it gets this late, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. After the misfire, now on second down. To the air, it's Jordan. Trying to get to him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires left. Finds his man, and they convert. He's loose. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, 2 of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets to return.
At the 14.
First down here for the offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Scanning the field, it's back. Looking deep. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Coming out on first down with the play fake. Scrambling away. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The inside handoff. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets it out quickly. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. give to the running back. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Pulls it in. It's Smith. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw. Spits it out to the back. That's reeled in. It's Etienne. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
That last completion sets him up on second down. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires to the big fella. And the Dogs will move the sticks with the first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
On the run, still looking. Finds his man. It's Etienne. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to throw deep right side. And the missed connection on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. That one comes out hot down the right side. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Extending the play. He'll let it go down the right side. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That's the end of the first quarter with the game scored.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. Had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Georgia going up tempo. Handoff from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out in the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
Let's it fly. Into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, If you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have two people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
To the air, it's Milroe. Now improvising. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. New set of downs after that completion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to throw, it's Beck. Unleashes one deep. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's just never been able to get into the rhythm all game long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages, he just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Caught over the middle. It's Law. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Power football with the run. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Going to try to get it himself. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He wants to throw. Coming after him. Flushed out of the pocket. Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 2nd down now after the sack. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Wiggles free. He's going to take off. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away from the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's dealt. And that's where they'll mark him with a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Man, I've been there. This is one of those games you just want to forget right away and turn the page. 4 picks now thrown by this guy, and you're just not able to make your reads. Things aren't clicking. You're not seeing the field. The ball's not coming out right. Next week cannot come soon enough for him, I can tell you that.
Shoots it to the left. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little...
He hurls one deep down the left side. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
They're bringing heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. You got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Let's go. 2 interceptions already for this linebacker. Unbelievable job understanding passing situation, how to get passing lanes, how to get his second pick. Dude, he's going to the sidelines, bragging to the DBs. I got way more picks than you did.
Quarterback checking off. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. At the 35, he's got room. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown Tide. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. The wide receiver shows motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Beck. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Snags it on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Dogs getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Good enough for a first down.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air, it's Milroe. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. This time it's complete. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 28, Alabama 14.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He'll just keep slinging it. They're trying to get to him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
He's looking to pass. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That's
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
28, Alabama 23.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
To throw, it's Beck. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
This one's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Pressure coming. Escapes trouble. Keeps looking downfield. He'll pull it down. Kept it and he's past the marker. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Caught. Touchdown, Bama! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care. Lost one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll take another shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Quarterback will audible. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
What a great stop by this defense. Way to bow your neck. Now you got a chance to give the offense the football back, go out, try to make something happen late in this game, and maybe walk away with the victory.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. The ball pops out. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Feeling some heat. Trying to get to it.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. He's taking the shot. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Now from inside the red zone. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
From his end zone, needs to be careful here. That's caught. It's Etienne. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of a first down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Beck. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody's... And they'll stop him at the 16. On first down, here comes this offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quickly complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. On the ground, it's Love. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Quarterback will keep it. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Gets it out fast. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn. That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
Wants to throw. It's Leonard. Dances away to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. The expressway is wide open. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Motion from the offense. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's loose. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, and makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
Wants to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
They go to the ground. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Connection to the right. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied at 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to throw, it's Green. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig scene.
And the Razorbacks racing to the line in a hurry-up. Going up top on 1st down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. We're going to start playing some better defense, but the 3's coming soon.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish, back on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
A 1st down for the offense. Back to pass, it's Leonard. Getting some heat. Moving away from pressure. And he's going to go down at the 1.
Reese, never a doubt. Are you kidding me? He had a 2-yard cushion there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
Fast motion from the offense. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Got the quick pass. Tripped up for the tackle.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's caught. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Using the quick game. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. The sure hands, it's Sategna. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Razorbacks want to move quickly. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Coming after it. And the ball's on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
Hold it. Finds his man on the left. At the 20, he's got space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll throw it on first down. Lets it fly. No other words. That was just a terrible throw.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. When we talk to coaches, David, a lot of times we zone out when they say we got to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, except when they get the ball in the hands of playmakers.
And, Reese, I think that's smart, right? Like, get your best players the football and get them to him fast. Let them do the rest of the work. You can see he gets the football. He can make somebody miss, make those big plays. You've got to highlight those playmakers.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Looking to pass. It's Leonard. Fires to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Yeah, it is a nice comeback route. Most important part of a comeback route, dude, I got to sell you vertical like I'm running a go, and then I sit down and I come back to the football, catch it. Nice route by the wide receiver.
To the air on first down. Buying some time. Trying to make magic with his feet. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dialing up a second down pass play. Going for it all. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. Looking to the big tight end. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Absolute shank. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game.
Reels it in down the left side. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas. And once he got loose, it was all over. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the man.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. Back to pass, it's Leonard. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding.
And it's caught inside the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
On a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So after the big run, they tried to hit him with a pass. Would you have gone back to the run there?
I think now, yeah. Of course, now looking back, I'm going to go, yeah, I should have run after you taking the sack. I like mixing it up. But if my offense is going to sit there and lean on people and we're good at running the football, then don't be afraid to do that more often.
Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And into the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
It's a phenomenal effort on third down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love it.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Hand off from the shotgun.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him out of the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Unloads to the right. Got him downfield.
How nice is it for the quarterback knowing he's got a tight end that can get down the field vertically on the corner route? You know if you just put it anywhere near this guy, with his long arms, he's going to pluck the football. He did it right there.
Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. It's Jackson.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves over.
Offense gets set for second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air, it's Green. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Razorbacks have taken it inside the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. The ball squirts free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Final play of the quarter coming. He's looking to throw it. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Arkansas 21, Notre Dame 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. Makes the catch. And they'll mark him down after making that grab, and that's one way to start digging out of that hole, but they're still short of the first down. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arkansas.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here come the Irish back on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse.
And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. First down here for the offense. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. He's going to go for a big one. Pulls it in inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They want to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there,
Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Hunter. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Running back searching for a hole. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Now on second down after the incompletion.
Say what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Love the grab just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue, so that's a nice play by the QB and receiver.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Thorne. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And your Clemson Tigers will take over. First and 10.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Use the play fake, now to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Quick completion to the right. At the 45, on his way. He's off to the races. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cobb. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Looking for a man. It's Thorne. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, he started rolling to his right. Because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target. And his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That's caught. It's Moore. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
He's back to throw on second down. A shot toward the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll try to get it through the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the 1st quarter.
Score tied 7-7.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, it's Thorne. Going for the big play. Snatches it on the run. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Hunter. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Tigers have this offense rolling. They keep attacking through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. They'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Thorne. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to buy time. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Auburn lines up quickly. Barrels ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got room at the 35. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Motion from the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Feeling some heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Got a man. It's Moore. And he's knocked down.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man cover. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Maffa. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already. Heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Dumps it to the back. He caught it! Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. On the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simmons. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Trying to get to him. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air. It's Thorne. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass and 1 second remains.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Tigers head it quickly to the line. Quarterback checking off. Back to throw, it's Thorne. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the ball is intercepted. Bringing it back. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Auburn! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. It's Maffa. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Wants to throw on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Running back goes in motion. The aerial assault continues. Unloads to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to advance on the football.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Looking downfield, it's Thorne. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. Going up top on first down. Got a man. It's Coleman. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
When I see the defensive man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. I'm trying to get a great matchup on the outside and take advantage of it to make big plays.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Quarterback adapting. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Auburn doing business in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Thorne. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Quarterback will audible.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Auburn 21, Clemson 18.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Klubnik. Getting some heat. Buys a little extra time. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab on the right. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Coming after it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
it doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you?